Hello everyone, and welcome back to Julie's Kitchen. Today we are going to be making Irish stew, and this is because of Andrew from Dublin, Ireland. He requested that we make this. So Andrew, here it is, and everybody else, stay tuned. This is our ingredients. Right here we have 3.5 pounds of beef that I cubed. We have carrots and potatoes, salt and pepper, and onions and garlic. And to start off with, I'm going to saute the onions and garlic in a little bit of olive oil. So we're going to add some olive oil to the pan. Probably about 2 tablespoons or so. This is our onions and garlic, diced. And we just want to cook these a little bit till they get a little translucent. I'm going to add the salt and pepper in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm going to give these a little bit stir, and then I'm going to add the salt and pepper to it. And it seems like a lot, but this is going to be also to help season all the beef. Okay, so these are looking good, so I'm going to shut these off. Hi, so I'm just going to add a little flour to the bag here because I want to dredge the meat in the flour. I'm going to brown it off a little bit. The recipe really didn't call for it. The recipe really didn't call to do that, but after giving it some thought, I decided it might be a good way to add a little bit more level of flavor to it. I would normally add seasoning to it, but being that I added all my seasoning with the onions, I'm not going to add any more at this point. Alright, so now my pan is hot. I have oil in here. I'm going to add some of the meat and start browning it. I'm going to do it in batches this way and get a nice brown sear on it. Alright, so now we're going to take this out because it has enough of a sear on it. I just want to get a little bit of color, a little browning, help build some more levels of flavor. I'm going to take this out, and then I'm going to add a little more, tiny bit more oil, and do another batch. So now we're taking out the final batch, and what I'm going to do is, after I get this all out, is I'm going to use some Guinness and deglaze my pan a little bit to get up all that nice juicy bits from browning the meat. That's in there. Just trim that down a little bit. Okay. Let's pop the top. Alright. And we're going to add some Guinness to it. Let's cook so it's a little bit, so it gets all those bits up, and then those bits will help season everything and also help thicken the stew as it cooks. Alright, so I think good. Now we're going to add all the meat back in. And we're going to add the onions and garlic. Stir this around. Okay, now we're going to add our carrots and potatoes to this. And I'm going to add some more Guinness. Okay, so we're going to let this come to a boil, and then I'm going to turn it down on medium-high heat, cover it, and let it simmer then for about 2 hours or so until the meat's nice and tender. One more stir. Right there. Okay, so let that come up to a boil. Okay, so it came to a boil. I stirred it around a bit. Then I just turned it down to medium to low. I want it to simmer then for about 2 hours. I'm going to check it, and we want it to cook until the meat is nice and tender. Hello everyone. So here we are. The stew is all done. This is what it looks like. Gravy came out nice and thick. I have mine over potatoes. I have mashed potatoes in there. But the gravy came out nice and thick. It cooked for about, I'd say, 2.5 hours. Because you want to cook it until everything's nice and tender. So this is what it looks like. So let's give it a try here. Do a piece here. So I'll get some of the gravy. Here we go. Oh yeah. That is really nice and tender. The meat almost melts in your mouth. It tastes nice and beefy. Just real simple ingredients and everything's standing out. I can taste the Guinness. It gives it a nice flavor. And the carrots adds a little bit of a sweetness to it. And I like how the gravy is nice and thick. Really good flavor. And the meat is so tender. I have to say this is a winner. I never had this did this recipe before, but it turned out really nice. And I have to say using the Guinness really gives it a nice flavor. So Andrew, thank you for the suggestion. Love it. I hope you have a chance to try the recipe, and everybody out there too, try it and enjoy it. Let us know what you think.